Hello and welcome back, scholars. So if you recall from the previous video, we looked at Carl baked 286 cakes on Monday. He baked 512 more cakes on Tuesday. How many cakes did Carl bake on Monday and Tuesday? Monday and Tuesday. And we know that the first part was 286, the second part is 512, and then the unknown was placed here in our part whole, or our tape diagram. So we're going to take those same numbers, 286 plus 512. How do we know it's addition? Because we heard the words more and those key words tell us we're going to add. So now we have our problem with the unknown at the end. And remember, we're going to apply place value and the properties of addition, properties of operations to explain addition strategies. So first things first, we're going to draw the amount that in figures that is shown in digits. So we have, first we're going to underline the number in the hundredths place one time. This will help us to remember what number we're focusing on at the time. So we know that there are two hundredths. So we're going to draw two flats. All right, next, we're going to underline the number in the tens place two times. Okay. All right. My blue seems to be drying out, but we'll fix that a little bit. All right, so we have 8 tens to draw. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm thinking for a second because usually I make sure that there are only 5 in a section, and that will help when we get ready to bundle. So let's continue that pattern. All right, so we drew 8 rods. And then finally, let's underline the number in the ones place 3 times. And we're going to draw 6 units, or 6 cubes, or 6 ones. These are not exactly cubes, but that's what that place represents. So 6 units. All right, so now we have represented 286. Remember, the value of the 8 in the tens place is 80, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Now we're going to add that to 512. All right, again, underline the number in the hundreds place one time. So we're going to draw 5 hundredths. Let's go ahead and draw down here. 1, 2, 3. Well, in this case, we can kind of put them in a different section. That's okay. All right, so, and then how many tens do we have? In this case, we have 1 10 in this number. Underline it 2 times. All right, so we're going to draw 1 10. Okay. If we have one more 10, we could bundle it and rename it as 100, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. And then finally, we have 2. Let's try a different color. All right, and then we have 2 ones. 1, underline it 3 times, and we're going to draw 1 and 2. So we didn't quite have enough to bundle and rename it into a 10. But now, here's the final answer. We're not finished now. We still need to find out what the unknown is. So let's look. We have 2, 5, 7. We have 7 hundredths. 1 less than 10. You can see it right away when it's grouped in sets of 5. So we have 9. So 7, 9, 9 tens, and 8 ones. So let's write that number. Let's replace that number. So we have 700 98. And it would be good also to write your numbers in each of the places so you do not forget it, so you don't have to go back and keep counting. But again, if you look and see that we have 5 here, only 4 here, we know 5 plus 5 is 10, and so 5 plus 4 must be 9. So you should be able to visualize a lot of this when we're adding together as well. So now we've solved the problem. We've applied place value and the properties of operations to explain addition strategies. In this case, we use the place value or the base 10 mat. We're looking forward to seeing you use the same strategy.